we want to throw away.
Let them know that no Nigerian is more Nigerian than any Nigerian.
We will stop the stealing and start the giving.
Travel through the world. Because we will not kill the rise of the man. When the country wants to continue here. The change is in your hand. Get your PVC and let the march to the next change.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of progress of the obedience. How will they be? How will they go? Will they hear attention? They go around the area. Anyways, before we continue, if this is your first time of coming to our YouTube channel, we are the Common Sense Sisters, the one and only in the universe at. My name is Yo-Yo.
My name is Ella. We are the Obedience Sisters.
Obedient Sisters. Obiana Square.
Obiana Square.
No fear, no shaking, no zuzu, no zag.
Who the zuzu, who the nene? What is going on there?
You know how many times people play police cash thief when they're young? So we are here with a lot of
Body they pepper me. Body they pepper us.
Body they pepper us, but we use until they do pepper soup.
Yes.
Yeah, we know they use until they do gra. We are using it to pepper soup. To pepper snare. To pepper soup. You know, with the yesterday, some people they chief mandates. Some people buy certificates. Use corn buy certificates. And some people they play kung fu. For na collateral officer, they call that place. I mean, a collation center. Stealing the mandate of the people.
Stealing the mandate of the people. We have them here. Today we are putting them to we are bringing them to the table.
Political thief will say Nigerian mandates no go be the rule of law. Say you no go obey the citizens. You no go listen to the citizens. You will not follow the rule of law. You will not protect the rights and civic responsibility of the citizens. Today we come here for all of them. We are coming here for all of them. As far as we are concerned, we are still waiting for our president-elect.
Yes, to speak. But before we go straight into the details, let's see some people are in the studio today, are in the building today. So let's hear some people. Tension everywhere. It's supposed to be now. Normal. They're trying it.
Not who they breathe.
Who they breathe? Who is breathing? Celestina, even we have been waiting for ourselves.
We're waiting for ourselves for updates.
The streets.
You know that we gotta gather a lot of things before we come and speak to you people here. You know,
yes.
So we say okay. So we're here now. We're going to provide you with ongoing updates.
Yeah, we are going to ginger ourselves together because we are all in this together.
Just remember, so Okute say it doesn't enter anything that is not prepared. I don't enter anything I'm not prepared for. So it's not going. It's not like it's going to be business as usual. Oh, somebody said that. Oh,
Sam, greetings.
Sam said they are just tired and sad. Can't control how I feel. My heart is broken. God, please help us.
Be courageous.
We are here to ginger you.
Same John.
We are here to ginger you. No worry. Don't let your heart be troubled. You see, when victory is sweet, we told you people last week that when victory is sweet, something but they try, they say they want press and down. But you know we are the fact checking and verification generation. Nigeria electoral process is not business as usual. Waiting people they use finger and TPEX say they do. They know say the cloud now has information. There are people that are serving the server. So when INEC say they're off server, they don't know. So people they monitor the off server. Do not correct my English.
Oh, you are right. Oh dear, correct.
I'm speaking my broken lingua fracas.
Even English is a borrowed /stolen language. Forget that one.
So we take out the beg on now. Please take a deep breath. Look at the face of Okute. If you walking around like saying nothing, we they gather evidence.
When in doubt, look at Peter.
Yes.
When in doubt, what did we say? Look at Peter Obi. Look at Peter Obi. Kene, welcome.
Welcome. Eunice, our lovely,
oh my God,
our lovely fellow African sisters. No worry, victory they come.
Victory is coming.
Delay is not denial.
denial.
That's what Nigerians have been saying.
Delay is not denial. And you know that our principal, he thinks he's very thoughtful before he speaks. You know, they follow, they do, waiting, they train. The world is waiting for Peter B to speak.
This video can I say?
Yes, can I say go back and check Anambra's story with Peter B. Now deja vu. He was in the past and in the future at the same time.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to drop. We go to matters of the day first before we go drop the link today, because we are all going to air out what we are feeling, why we are feeling, what's going on.
Yeah.
Well, the last time our president spoke to us, me and Yo-Yo were talking about this thing. Yo-Yo give our own opinion, me I go give my own honest opinion. Was at 8:27 a.m. Canadian time. That is over 9 hours ago. Yes, happy new month. So, the evil in Nigeria will not allow us to forget that it's May 1st. I say March 1st, my sister.
Yeah.
Peter Obi said, our vice presidential candidate, Dr. Yusuf Dati Baba Ahmed, is addressing the international press conference at Labour Party headquarters in Abuja
This morning.
I intend to address Nigerians and the international community shortly. Peter Obi,
Okute, stop, you cannot move stone.
this your shortly. We don't dey wait.
You can move corn, but you cannot move stone.
We don't dey
The rock, you can't move the rock. You cannot. Now when the rock decide, say, okay, see me now, I'm ready to talk.
Even INEC's fake presidential elect is waiting for the true president to address Nigerians and the world.
Yeah.
Peter Obi, we are waiting.
So
We are still waiting, no. We
going
thought
to
by
talk.
now you would have spoken, but you only know best.
yeah,
and
he's
your
going
team.
to talk. So please do not be discouraged.
So for those who might be
Okay.
asking for updates and asking if Peter Obi has spoken or addressed anybody yet,
Not
that's
yet.
the latest update as of 9 hours before time.
Yeah.
Yes, the vice president incoming in the future, which is Dati Baba Ahmed, gave the press conference, and many of you might have also watched it. But since in the morning time, that was the last time we heard from Labour Party.
Yeah.
On this matter. Right?
Mhm.
So now they go the streets of Nigeria. First of all, for those of you that don't know, please remember this wicked face. You see this wicked face? Remember not only the face, remember the name. And like an opinion is saying here, now that Professor Mahmood Yakubu is the current chairman of INEC that has stolen
The
in broad
mandate of
daylight.
Nigerian people. People were murdered in different states in Nigeria. Killed. People were terrorized for trying to vote. People spent 26 hours, 27, 29 hours protecting their votes. This useless man decided, and all the rest of INEC, so they will go off server. So when people are trying to upload the result to the server, they don't know, say they don't already off the server for INEC. Going out to be posting other people's picture and using their finger to be typing manually.
Fingers of iniquity. Mahmoud Yakubu has overseen the most shameful presidential election in Nigeria's history, conducted by this independent National Electoral Commission, or whatever they call themselves.
Electoral corruption of Nigeria.
Wicked neck. Can he now step aside? We don't trust him to be able to deliver credible governorship elections on March 1st. This is what people are saying on the Twitterverse. This picture is a direct replica of what INEC did to Nigerians today.
Yeah.
In the wee hours of the morning, as at 4:13 a.m. Nigerian time, which was about roughly to 11 p.m. Canadian time or so, the evil INEC went and announced a disfigured bat as the president of their own country.
What's the next life for night now?
In the time where people are sleeping, Nigerians, maybe they were able to just nap for a couple of minutes since Friday night. They went and stole the mandate in broad daylight and nightly darkness to a weakling.
And they ignored everything that the Nigerian population they've been saying.
INEC has stolen in broad daylight, and
Stolen
that is
the
why
votes.
the name of this life is INEC stole the people's mandates. INEC is a thief made up of a bunch of thieves. INEC and APC have stolen the mandate of the people of Nigeria. This case, it is the people of Nigeria versus INEC/APC.
Because when the thing is now, that's why Agbado had the guts to be saying
his ancestors, his generation will labor in vain because they don't already they cook. But you see, when people are planning evil ahead of time, they know they look all the risk assessments and everything because their eyes on the prize. But anyways, we move. Yeah, we move.
And I was saying, let us just give you a little glimpse of what Nigerians went through on February 5th, 25th, 2023, this past Saturday. Nigerians went under rain, under sunshine, in hunger and uncertainty with their PVCs, defending their votes. Some people got to their polling units before the cock crew in the morning. They did not leave their polling unit until after the cock crew
And the sunshine.
the next day after. Some people, for example, somewhere in Anambra, over 5,000 people were waiting for INEC. INEC wasted time in showing up. And as at the time they showed up in the evening, disenfranchising thousands of people, only about 160-something people were able to vote. INEC people did not come back the next day. Some places in Warri South today have still not used their two naked or unnaked eyes to see INEC. Millions of Nigerians who went under the sun, under the rain to get their PVC, to register for their PVC. Then they eventually got their PVC, not even the ones that INEC don't do with their PVC. Then they went and stood in line, prepared for INEC. This is the rubbish INEC is doing today. This is a little glimpse of what some Nigerians or major Nigerians went through on Saturday. And Nigeria is going to tell me, is INEC going to tell me that these people's labor, quote unquote, will be in vain? There's no way. Are we going to allow that again in plain sight? They underestimated the youths. They underestimated the good people of Nigeria. And Nigerians showed up and showed out in masses. Nigerians did not vote for a rigging bats to be declared in the wee hours of the morning. And this is what Nigerians on the streets have to say about that.
Election was well conducted, but the result was manipulated. There is no doubt about it. And we, the masses, we are not happy about it. I know very well what happened in my polling booth. And then I came out and be hearing a different result. I don't know where the result came from. But the issue is that those manipulating results in Nigerian election, they don't love Nigeria. They are not patriotic. If they are patriotic, they should have allowed the person the electorate wanted to rule, not insisting that it must be APC. We didn't vote for APC. Yes. They should tell us that they love this country by living exemplary life. Not telling us to love the country, teaching us civic education, when their own life, it doesn't show they love the country. How can we vote the most corrupt Nigerian into power? We can't do that.
We vote the most corrupt Nigeria into power.
We can't do
People think, and people are coming to be inciting tribalism and all those. You have to think. When I talk to people, I tell them, whoever your choice to vote, allow the people's votes counts. So people, this is their first time voting. There's so many first time voters filled with hope, believing and thinking that okay, since it's Beaver's machine that they are going to use, since it's electronic process and we're not relying on the manual process, okay, most likely the election will be credible. But that's not the case. So that is why Agbado was saying last year that his generations are going to labor in vain. Because they've already pre-designed everything on how they are going to rig the election.
A country, the giant of Africa, like by and by, they were even still using buckets to even vote. And people are still writing with not barrel of paper to be counting things. Some people went to go and use Tipex to conceal the future of Nigerians. Some people went to still go and snatch ballot boxes. The people of River State, Yoruba's governor Wike, and the violence that he placed on River State.
Oh my God, see coppers now.
People died during this election. People died. Are we going to tell them that they died for nothing? Are we going to tell them that they died for nothing?
If you are currently in doubt, please crave our indulgence and listen to this video from this learned obedience of ours.
I voted for Peter Obi, but you see, I didn't jump that queue for Peter Obi. I didn't smuggle anybody into the polling booth for Peter Obi. I didn't brandish a knife or threaten anybody in my polling unit for Peter Obi. I did not snatch a ballot box, stuff a ballot box, break a ballot box for Peter Obi. I did not bribe anybody to change results for Peter Obi. I did not steal. I did not kill for Peter Obi. What I did for my candidate was stand in line. From 8 in the morning on Saturday till 8 in the morning on Sunday. And when the sun got too hot and I thought of going back home, I remembered shot to death on the train to Kaduna. And I stood. And when the heavens opened and poured down rain and I thought of running to find shelter, I remembered. Stuck at home because of ASU strike. And I stood. Through my hunger, through my thirst, through my worry about whether the children I left at home were fine. I stood. Because what I wanted to give my candidate, what I ended up putting in that box was not a piece of paper. What I ended up putting in that box was my hope for a country where young people would not be so disillusioned by the actions of their own parents, of their own leaders, that they will be willing to risk crossing the Sahara Desert on foot just to escape. That was what I put in that box. That was what my presiding officer refused to upload. The future of that young boy who stood with me, who stood with us through the night, counting those votes. He was a first-time voter, pregnant with hope. But somewhere between our polling unit and the collation center, that boy's future was ambushed by a politician. A politician who used biro to cross out that boy's destiny. A politician who found where that boy had written hope and wrote over it new words, hopeless. Yes. It is a terrible thing, I tell you, when a Nigerian is kidnapped on their way to Zamfara or Makurdi or Enugu. But it is infinitely worse when Nigeria herself is kidnapped on the way to the collation center. My brother, my sister, it is not Nigeria that has her foot on your neck. It is not the Fulani or the Igbo, the Christian or the Muslim that has wrapped their finger around your neck and is squeezing the civic life out of you. It is not Yoruba people who don't give a damn whether you eat, whether you have a decent house to sleep in, whether you're able to find a job 5 years after graduating. It is not North or South that spends 8 years to build one bridge or to fix one pothole in the middle of the road. I tell you, my brother, my sister, it is that politician who is willing to kill, who is willing to steal, to stay in office. That is your enemy. But like the serially abused, many of you have fallen in love with your kidnappers. and you admire the swagger of those who steal destiny. You admire the confidence of those who use the future of the Almajiri to fuel their cars. But not me. Me, I would rather be a gate man in heaven than a king in hell. Me, my heart will always be there, standing in line with that young boy, waiting patiently for that day when our hopes will come. Mahmoud Yakubu, count our hope. For it is bearable, it is honorable to lose in a contest that is fair. But nobody who steals political power will use it for good. Mahmoud Yakubu, count our vote.
I'm gonna drop the link.
I just want to share the link.
We're sharing the link now. Nobody who steals political power will use it for good. Nobody. It is, the man said, he'd rather be a gate man in heaven than a king in hell. Where is the character of the INEC chairman? And first of all, and all those people that were the polling unit, what do they call them? Those people that are sitting down there to ensure that people vote, and then they now
Security agents?
no, and then they sit down and they manipulate the votes. What did they not put?
Oh, the INEC officials now.
Yeah, the INEC officials. Yeah, you sit there, you manipulate the votes, including the police people saying that what should they have done?
Mm-hmm. Benjamin, Ben Hunde.
Ben Hunde, you open your vulture teeth.
Oh God.
You open your vulture teeth. Somebody that calls himself officer of the law to say they were only two and unarmed. Mm-hmm. That's very shameful for you to say that. Very shameful for you to say that. It's like saying that you have a corporation, you are the CEO. Your employees don't have the tools to function, but you send them to work.
Mm-hmm. And expect everybody to be okay.
And expect delivery of services. Expect the company to function and to run straight. Mm-hmm. Oh, during this time, the SARS people, they were quiet and sleeping, Abi.
You never hear SARS since so.
When the thugs were coming out to harass people, we did not see anybody coming to arrest them, but we not see SARS pulling their car to pick up thugs.
It's bad enough that with all this nonsense, Nigerians probably have to stand up and queue for new naira notes. All the pain.
They weaponized poverty, they weaponized the naira note, they try to manipulate the mindset of the people. Nigerians say they are focusing on their mandates to vote. Mm-hmm. They say they are focusing on their mandates to vote. Me, I'm very hopeful. You know why? I always say this thing. If I look at somebody's track record and see, Peter B is an intentional and proactive problem solver. Mm-hmm. The man has a legacy, he's a living legacy.
It's a walking legacy.
It's a walking
Kenneth was telling us here. Kenneth said that speech was delayed because they are begging him, both national and international interests. By the time Peter Obi was done with them, the Anambra people, the law of the land was forever changed.
So I am not discouraged. I am not worried because I trust Obi Dati. I trust them. Mm-hmm. They are collating everything. Mm-hmm. Everything. Because they know that the people are going to hold them accountable. Mm-hmm.
And the people are solidly behind them.
Nigerians protected their votes. The electorate protected their votes. But the INEC officials, they stole the mandates of the people. Mm-hmm. When person they come war, come fight tactically and logically, they know they hurry the person. Mm-hmm. Peter, it takes his time. With me, I'm very, very confident. Speaking shortly, I don't care how long shortly is going to take, but I know that when he speaks, he's going to hold weight.
This is the one that the people chose. You see this picture? Forget it.
This na the picture where supposed to they hang for people office from. This is the picture that will be hanging, not supposed to. Will be hanging in people's office from May 29th.
Take it from the common sense sisters. Nothing, no shaking. I know the shake. I just feel so sorry for Nigerians. People that both home and abroad, that their hearts are broken, and it's understandable. It's understandable. When we're talking about this movement a few months ago, we talked about how Nigerians are in an abusive relationship with their leaders. This man said it now. That you idolize those people that have caused you pain,
That have kidnapped you.
that have kidnapped you, robbed you of your joy and everything. Rob you of everything.
Yeah, Nato, take your time. Take your time. Mahmoud Yakubu has committed crime. And let's hear Faust. Let's even hear from Faust so that we understand the gravity of this crime that INEC has cost Nigerians today.
Electoral Act, as amended just last year, states in section 60, by the way, that transmission of election results shall be done in a manner as determined only by the chairman of INEC. The chairman of INEC then by himself released the guidelines and regulations for the 2023 elections, in which he stated that transmission of results from the polling units shall be done via the BVAS system. Okay, that's the portal, the website, everything that he put there. Election happened. The chairman of INEC now came later, after election that have already happened, and say, sorry, I know I said that this is the way that we do it, but what happened is that our system was hacked, and as a result, we can't do it like this. Okay, no, that's okay, no problem. Let's even assume your system is actually hacked. The normal thing to do in a circumstance, or let me say the fair thing to do in any circumstances, okay, I said we'll do it this way, but my system has been hacked. So how about we do it again? The chairman of INEC say, no, don't worry, let's just carry on like that. I have the result. You have the result from where?
You have the result from where?
Posting fake results. Some people even had the audacity to be taking selfie and uploading as result. After people don't give them their personal data to use to upload that thing. On and off one.
You know what they laugh me? Because these old goons of politicians, they are so foolish. Normally, politicians, they know they read guidelines. They go just sign. They know they read anything, they go just sign. But this one, they've met the rock.
They've met to. It's a different case if Nigerians did not come out to vote. Nigerians came out.
This one is, people are even telling you to count the votes so that you that went and they completed on their paper and voted. Nobody's even told you, oh, you people did not allow some people vote. Now, so on election, they say a vehicle that is transmitting INEC materials from Abuja to Lagos collapse on the way. What the heck? What the heck is that? INEC had over 300 billion naira to prepare for this election. You had 4 years, over 300 billion naira. And this is the rubbish that you give to Nigerians to eat. This is the nonsense. Plastic buckets, nonsense, making citizens to be using their own resources in their own country after you've used taxpayers' money of over 300 billion naira. This is the nonsense that you will go in the middle of the nighttime when witches and wizards they move. Now you know that you go and announce your winner. A rigging bat and expect people to continue as usual. You expect people to continue life as usual. If people will defend their mandates, they are going to defend their mandates. I think they underestimated Nigerians. They just think that, so you've abused somebody for so long, oh, don't worry about it after some time. They will forget about her. Not in Nigeria, they go for not this time, man. This is the one that people spend their money on, their time, their energy. People went, grassroots, they don't know the grassroots. They don't know the grassroots. People use boats, they use leg. They went to their own resources. Carried their generator there. People used their beam lights from their car, sat down there. People were given power banks.
to be powering things there, even you come and talk rubbish
during the campaign
season. Evict them.
During the campaign season, Peter Obi was going different places, 5 places in a day. 5 places in a day. Spoke to traditional leaders, spoke to the youths. They had women's meetings, and then the whole group, this thing. This one campaign. The crowd was there. The people were ready and hungry, and are still hungry for a new Nigeria. And you want to tell me that you will steal this mandate in broad daylight and you will go scot-free? Lie.
Even when they told the chairman of INEC that some people were disenfranchised, people were attacked. Oh, Baba, you say you're not going to listen. You say you're not going to listen. You say you want to be the center of the cause, to want to cause problem in Nigeria. You're not going to succeed. That's why there's the law.
And yeah, some people might have lost confidence in the Nigerian judiciary, which is fair and honest. But it doesn't mean that we're not going to use it.
No, exactly.
I mean, sometimes your blender spoil in your house. Will you just throw it away?
No.
On the second, third
You
try? You go repair them. Until something that, oh my God, this blender is totally useless.
And we cannot recycle it.
Or we cannot do, yeah.
Then we will not try.
Then you will not say, okay, let me get a new one and trash it. No.
We follow the legal part.
Nigerians have been so scared to go to the court, scared. Nigerian lawyers go school, read for how many years, irrespective of the strike, just to be coming out and be called judge and bail. Now, they respect the law, because at this law, we police for our mandate.
I think even if you look at it now, this is a process of to teach people how the law, how you use the law to fight for your rights.
Yeah, my principal, Peter Obi, once said in 2014 that we're dealing with mad people as leaders, so. And I'm going to play the video here today.
Oh, you get
We are dealing with mad people. And how to fight with mad people. You don't just say you will run away from the madness. You have to be mad with them. You have to be mad.
You
with
go
them.
match them logically, intellectually, and legally.
Yes. Can I say just plug the blender in another socket? And it will work. It will work. Maybe you are using a blender made for people in Nigeria. You carry the socket with the blender, go plug for American sockets. It never work. You have to plug it.
The voltage is different. It's different. So me, I'm very confident. Nothing. I know they shake. They expect, people say, oh my goodness, all this one they are trying to use it to discourage people from going out for March 11th. Lie, people are going out to vote because people will see that as long as they vote, they have something they can take to court to defend their mandates.
I mean, if your vote, and some people have said, if your votes don't count, why would there be election? Why would there be democracy?
Exactly. Why are they trying to buy it? Why are they paying talks? That's exactly the same thing we're saying.
Why? What's the point?
Why are they paying talks? So nothing is impossible. Not as far as I'm concerned, nothing is impossible. You say you want to play that video.
Let's play the video.
For last request is most critical. We must change the managers of Nigeria. And somebody asks, how about your life? You ask that question. You know why you ask that question? Nigeria has become a case of where lunatics took over the asylum. And we know what lunatics do when you want to take anything back from them. They create a thing as if there's a war. So you run away. If a madman comes there, you say, hey, everybody say, I don't want to touch this madman. That's what they're doing. We need to take it back. We need to become as mad as they are and take it back. They can manage it. You have a critical problem. The managers of your country, I'm not talking about president or governor, anybody. Fella hit it. The lower people, none of you knows who is in your local government. Every local government in Nigeria receives 100 million naira every month. Go and look for their chairman, they are nowhere to be found. And the same thing goes with your state. You have a situation today where people are owing salary for 7 months and they're celebrating their birthday. How can you say a thing like that? How can you be celebrating when you've ruined people's life? People are dying and you're celebrating and people are watching it on TV. It's a crisis. And the only people that can stop that crisis is you. They can't stop it. Telling people in lunch that when I found it amazing that even people in America are part of the problem. As governor, I come here, you know what people tell me? This man bought this house, this man bought this house. Where are you going to buy your own? Why will I buy a house in America? I don't live in America. I have nothing to do with America. It only cost me $200 to come here and go. Why will I buy a house? Americans should live in America. I'm a Nigerian. I live in Onitsha.
Simple. Simple. This video is old though, but see what is happening today. Peter Obi is a seasoned and calculative businessman. That's number one thing you should know about him. Number two, he understands politics and politics. That's why I laugh when some people try to undermine. You know, someone that understand how these useless rogues, vultures think. You think he doesn't know how to deal with them? You think he doesn't know how to deal with them? Before he started campaign, what did he say? When we will start campaign, we will tell the people what we will do. It's the same thing.
And when he started the campaign, people could not keep up.
Exactly. So Peter Obi knows, he knows that Nigerians are waiting for him. He knows that. He also knows the international community, whatever they call themselves, they are waiting for him. He knows. But you have to look at the face of your leader. The one that has given Nigerians hope. The one that has prayed that God will not allow him disappoint Nigerians. That's his prayer every day. And he worked actively. Worked very hard for it. Tirelessly. And even the people of Nigeria.
Tirelessly.
Even the people of Nigeria. I knew people that their PDC, they go to the dying minute, like 2 days before election. 2 days before election. And they went out to vote. So what are we not talking about? The only thing that is paining me are the people whose lives were lost during the election.
People from Edo State, River State.
Edo State, yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Not only stolen, their lives were taken away from them.
I mean, we've seen elections in Canada now.
Yeah.
The war did not stop. Work was still going on. Things were still occurring. People will line up to go and vote.
Or you mail
you
your
don't have
vote.
to worry that somebody with a freaking stick or a group of uncivilized idiots will come and be attacking, and that the police will not do anything about it.
Civic, you can't protect the rights of citizens. You stand there, watch dogs. Do harm to your fellow citizen. No sense of empathy, no sense of responsibility.
I mean, we watched Trauma Akuta's live on election day. And that, you know, it brought that sense of almost the feeling of NSAS again. Because it was that sense of helplessness.
She was being attacked now.
Yes, now everybody in the polling needs.
And every other person in the polling
helplessness. How can somebody feel so helpless in their fatherland? Nigeria are one of the only countries that they call fatherland. In their fatherland, you will come out to exercise your constitutional, your civic rights, civil rights, civic rights. And some people will not be able to go back home that day, either because they have been killed or because they are staying to ensure that their votes will count.
Yeah.
From different polling agents. Bringing some people even cook food for INEC officials.
Yeah.
You say you don't have network, don't worry. Somebody's bringing their 5G network. You cannot see, they are bringing lights for you to see. You are hungry, they cooked food for you.
I think INEC, they kind of, the rogue politicians, I think they kind of underestimated how the resilience of Nigerians to protect their votes.
They thought with all the war of the Naira scarcity and all that noise, that people will be frightened and people will come and be protesting. They want to dissuade our focus.
And they know that people will be so angry and they're expecting them to come out and protest anyhow.
There are different ways.
So that's why they were sending all those vehicles in advance of time, preparing for their own doom. And that tactics did not now work.
There are different ways to protest. That's the beauty of this thing.
That tactics did not now work. But forget that, as they have their own collection stinking center in Abuja, There's what they call the online collation center, evidence gathering in real time and time stamped. They are gathering everything.
For the results that INEC will post, they will be posting, for example, cardinal results in Kano, senatorial results for president's side. The numbers were not adding up. The figures were not matching. It was
basic arithmetic. Basic arithmetic. Even as army, they try to steal the people's mandate. Basic plus minus, they're not fit.
You think that when you are allocating figures, you are allocating votes, it will calm some people down and say, no. Even that Lagos budget is more.
Yes, people know what they voted for. It will be one everywhere in Nigeria. Forget all these things.
So my thing is, I just want to encourage people, because it's very easy to continuously stay on the path of pity and sadness, like no hope and all those things. No. Don't do that. And don't join banter with some foolish people. Some people try to incite tribalism, violence online. Don't come. The people are not worth your time.
Don't give them the traffic that they are desperate for.
No, if you know it's going to something that is going to aggravate you, don't go there to say you want to go and see or you want to go and watch. No. We as common sense sisters, I don't pay attention to nonsense. We don't pay attention to nonsense. I don't go where foolishness exists. Even if I see them on my field, I don't view it. I don't read it. So don't allow anybody kind of provoke you. You have to remember Peter Obi's legacy from Anambra State.
And you have to remember your why.
You have to remember your why.
How far you have come.
How you hung on to this hope, and how the person carrying this hope, whom you support, says, hold me accountable. He said, hold me accountable. Why now? Nothing is impossible.
It's not over. The question
is not over.
Is what next?
It's not over. And I believe by the time Peter B comes out to speak, he's going to tell us the next steps. That's my belief. That he's going to tell us the next step. So I like to encourage people today, don't give up. Don't give up.
Don't even think about it. If you are feeling down, like you said in our
watch Obi videos.
Go and watch Obi's videos. I mean, we have the playlist there, over 200 videos. Go and watch the videos.
Some of you are used to watching motivational videos to motivate yourself when you are down, to go to work, to do all those things. Now we're telling you, use the same strategy. Go and be re-listening to Obi's video. When you listen to that video repetitively, it's going to help your mind frame and reset it to hopeful and be focused.
Our brains, they cannot get to your mind. If they get to your mind, it's over.
Then exactly. So you need to use those videos, the campaign videos and the words. You need to repetitively play them. You need to play them continuously. Play them continuously, because as far as I'm concerned, nothing is impossible. Nothing good is impossible for this Peter Obi. Nothing good is impossible.
And evil has to get away for good to come.
Exactly.
Like normal thing.
Exactly.
Normal thing. Evil has to get away. So we've already put the link for people to come in. However, we'll play this video in the meantime about how some Nigerians are also feeling, and some people's opinion on what to do next.
Greetings, Nigerians. Congratulations to all of us for that incredible united force as citizens in the last presidential election. I have never been so proud of Nigerians like this. Our tenacity, our resilience, our sacrifices, our commitment to orderliness and to legitimate freedom is the best in the whole world. In my next life, I will be a Nigerian. I want to assure you that we are winning this battle. Don't expect the Nigerian oligarchy to give up easily, right? So do not be frustrated at their games and their tricks, even though your impatience is justifiable. But let's show them that we are not only stronger, but we are smarter. The eyes of Africa and the world are on us as citizens. We will teach them how to handle these situations or situations like this. And they will respect us as citizens and the nation at the global stage. Our unity is our strength and power right now. So we are not doing anything to give it up. You know, they actually expect us to throw to the streets and destroy our own country and set it ablaze, but we say no. And they also expect us to divide now and lose our strength as the biggest black nation in the whole world and the soul of Africa, but we say no. We're not going to divide because of the few bad eggs among us. We have come a long way in love and unity to make history for our nation. So these few bad eggs cannot divide us as a nation right now, right? Our sin is that for once in the history of Nigeria, our nation, we are rising up and pleading that they give us our rights and treat us like human beings. Is that too much to ask? So if the outcome of this election is thwarted, I encourage all of us to do the following. First, we shall follow the rule of law and observe all our rules of engagement as citizens. All citizens shall be more united than ever before in love and resilience for the sake of our dear nation and the humanity to come. We seek more civil solutions that do not affect the common citizens, but designed to humble our oppressors. They can't survive without us. We know that. We are their blood, soul, and spirit. We shall go to court with our principals, His Excellency Mr. Peter Obi and Yusuf Dati, and attend all court sessions in massive crowds on the days of court sittings. The court premises may not contain us, but we shall show our massive solidarity as true citizens that day, even staying outside the premises. We shall be very ready to testify as citizens and as witnesses in the court of law with all our field evidences secured during the election. So keep them jealously. They are still our powers. If they still hold onto our civil rights and mandates, we shall also consider and agree when we shall go on a peace and unity strike nationwide. This is not a street protest this time. We want to do things differently. During this time, we shall withdraw all public services to our oppressors anywhere in Nigeria and focus on supporting the most vulnerable and victims, and the most marginalized among us. During that period, we shall seek God's strength in various ways we relate to Him for grace, but in more practical ways this time. I and my team shall provide more details on this strategy when the time comes, and we shall seek your views and approval as our fellow colleagues and compatriots for more civil and united action. Our request is not too much. We just want to live like human beings. We want to love. We want to forgive. We want to have our country back for the sake of humanity. There is nothing like a change whose time has come. This is a peaceful movement of God in Nigeria, irrespective of our tribes and religion. Please do not be discouraged. The wine is getting sweeter every day. So I want to assure you that the new Nigeria is here, and darkness must give way to light. If I speak your mind, please share with other citizens. Let's have this united common force. So help us God. Amen. Thank you for listening.
The wine is getting sweeter. Do not be discouraged. That's what we're adding you. What next? What next?
Hey, what's up?
Video, welcome. How are you?
How body? Adele.
What did they start today? Ginger, the wine is getting sweeter. They go soon break. They go soon break.
Listen. I think it was in a TV show today. I was telling them, I said, no. I think it was yesterday on Amore's show. I said, this is just like a farmer. Yeah? We go farm. Where they anticipate, say maybe go get 100 back of corn or something like that.
Yeah.
And then when harvest time come, you know, even get rich one back. You know what the farmer go do? The farmer go clear farm again farm next year.
You see?
You understand?
Yeah.
Exactly. So now the thing is that we don't farm, but results no day as we anticipate. You go clear farm again.
Analogy. And waiting
no
we go
problem.
Produce, you know, go even take time. I love it to go produce more.
You know what I'm saying? Like some people are just one of my let me tell you, one of my colleagues today was asking me, she said, how did she even put the question? I'm coming. She said, what do you think of the Nigerian elections and like the reaction and then the INEC blah blah blah? I said, do you understand? Let me explain. Do you have a child? She said yes. So I said, if your child is coming to you every day and say, Mommy, they are bullying me, it's giving you proof. They did this to me today. They cut my hair. Mommy will say, be all right, send you to school. So don't worry, just continue with the school. Don't worry about it. Mommy didn't do anything. Do you understand?
Yeah.
And now they now said that boy that is bullying you is now going to be head of student, kinikon,
Yeah.
and then maybe your child come and delete. And the lady was looking at me. I said, exactly. So what the point I'm making is that the reactions of Nigeria is like those videos, those evidence we get, now the proof of the bully what they do for us on Saturday. But I know where our papa said they no one see her. You understand?
Yeah.
So what do you want us to do? We have to react. We have to go and fight for ourselves. If as Kikini at the time, so that me now where they bully, if I do anything react, Mama, what is she want shout say? I don't they tell you since. Say this person they do me something. So now why I revenge, they say I do too much.
Yeah.
When I they shout, you don't say anything, no. When I bring proof, can't give you say now they go school. Now I wound the boy, you say I wound her. See, I not tell you before.
That's so true. That's so true.
And let me tell you, I said it yesterday. I said Nigerians are in a stage of maturity.
Yeah.
You know, say you get children, small pikin. If you get pikin, they give person. They help you check. The person they beat your pikin. Your pikin know if it tell you because no they talk. But when your pikin starts to talk, that kind of part will start. Because the mommy beat me. He say, you beat my pikin. You know, say they don't tell you they beat your pikin. Now when you get mouth, now you make can talk.
Don't mature. Yeah.
So our mouth now technology and social media.
Yeah,
you understand?
Timestamp.
Oh sure. And they never receive the memo. These people, they never understand what they call jet age.
No.
They never understand technology first.
Data age we do.
No, digital age. I want to say digital age.
Digital age, man. They say they jet age.
You understand what they talk? So wait, yeah, exactly. You know, so even at that time, when we started to go, they say millennium children, kinikon. Even now, may I tell you, I come America when I did 27. Me and my friend come out go one Christmas party. I come to tell her say around night, say I beg me a quick go house. She said go to it. I say night what they do.
My dear.
No, 27. No, she not be so they do for us that time. But my younger ones where they behind me, even my younger brother will be 26 now. Get girlfriend, my mama they kick against her. You know they look the woman face. But that time them born you.
Exactly.
Them born you that time when you try. You understand? So you know, I asked somebody yesterday, I say, why are these people repeating the same pattern of election and expect people not to talk? The way where our parents take results. If you know, I still get mark of beating for my body when they beat me. But I don't feel apply the same system for my own picking. Because you know work. We're in a different age. So now once still they repeat the same kind of process for election, and I will say make people no talk. Picking now, if you beat your picking, you tell mommy no hitting. That's what my nephew they tell me if I beat her. Say, oh man, no hitting. No, don't I don't like that. Just try tell your mama that I say you don't like her. You go sleep on that bed now. Just try. Yeah. Say, mommy, don't do that. I don't like it. Don't do it. My mama go say you don't. My mama go say you don't. They grow breasts. You don't. Our bra don't be the same size. They tell me don't do it. She don't grow.
Yeah. Very
but
true.
You see this digital age children, they no get shame. When they born them, shame travel.
I mean, what is there to even give you? What was given to this generation? Nothing. What did they have?
Nothing now.
They were born with everything stolen from them.
And the point is that why this thing they pain them, they didn't see it coming, number one. Number two, they did not believe that election campaign, winning a seat in government, or like winning an election, you can do it without money.
Yeah.
They did not believe that. Yes. That's why they were pumping money. But when they sit down and they do analysis, how much will be put inside campaign? Shishi. You don't even need to put.
Exactly.
The wahala when we suffer now be our mobilization. But I don't know anybody for PDP, ABC where they don't give them mobilization. They must give them something. May they drink water. Obedient go cook with the last rice where they their house. Like that with the way they Bible. Come bring for people make a control.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So it was just a lot to deal with. It was just a lot to deal with. How? No, I don't understand. Listen, this thing plenty. Everybody can't say overvoting. I can't tire yesterday. I said, let's say, but when I explain this overvoting to me, and then we can't say some places they couldn't vote because of violence and kinikon. All right, I understand that. But you, as Oga, will send your person, may go do something, tell say no do because of this. Give me proof.
Exactly.
May you clean your hand. Do you understand? Give me proof, may you clean your hand.
Now you are saying this thing now to me, something's coming to me now. So I watched a video on Twitter where they showed like an NYC guy that had to call his madam. His madam was telling him he should not transmit the information to the server. He should wait till the next day.
This was on Adenia's page.
I tell you, I know people where they give them beaver. I know people where they give them beavers, they don't put SIM card inside. They gave them beavers without SIM card so that they go bring the result back to them. I posted one video on my Instagram. My husband's polling unit, where he's here now, but when he was in Nigeria, where he's supposed to vote, you know, it was Kano's result that was on that site. For Kaduna. Zaria.
Wow. Where they put different places? Yeah.
Kano.
They upload Senate results for presidential and all of that. They upload their picture as results.
So my point is, how did you guys get it? Do you understand? You are a professor. Now you go class, go they expel students. Say,
Professor,
somebody is like, oh my God, the way the obedience are reacting. I say, no, let me explain something to you.
I don't understand.
Do you understand for a woman? Let me explain this. Do you understand for a woman to get pregnant, go hospital, go born, then doctor go test, they don't find your pikin? Now they mad.
Yeah. Fact.
Do you understand? Obedience were pregnant for months. They go deliver it, they say you no get pikin.
Give you another person.
After I don't do prenatal, I don't do prenatal photo shoot. Wait now. After I don't do prenatal photo shoot, I'll go tell me say.
Sure. All of us pregnancies last year.
See, I didn't even see. I better send me this picture for WhatsApp because I didn't make a video of this. No, but honestly speaking, do you understand what you're doing? You understand my point? So this is the ingredients of the obedience of that woman will go back for hospital where they tell her say they don't see her picking. Now the woman be that. Now they be the obedience. Then they must produce the picking. Do you understand?
Yeah. Absolutely.
I said, so I was arguing with one man here. He was my pastor in Nigeria. He moved here. Say he's Tinubu's candidate. Tinubu is his candidate. So I asked the man, I say, since you come America, you don't ever go interview. You know, answer one question, they give you a job. So he was quiet. No, he was quiet. But the fact is that I told him, I said, Tinubu did not tell me why he wants to become president. He just said it's his time. He didn't tell me why. And that's why I didn't go for him. And when I was looking this job that I'm doing, when I was looking for this job, I know how many interviews I did. And some of the interviews that I recorded, even me myself, I know say I no give answer, we go give me the job. That's not why I don't get. Do you understand? So if you, I say Nigeria now, let's say Nigeria is your child and it's in an emergency situation, you need surgery for the child. So you have 3 doctors. You want first to the ask, say the hospital with Doctor a Christian, does he pray? Which tribe is he from Kaduna? Because I don't want non-Kaduna. Your child, they try to save your picking life. You ask that one.
Exactly. No, for where?
So why do people think? Why are people thinking that it was? Why are people thinking that? My thank you, God bless you. So I got a blood transfusion 2 years ago. I didn't ask them where the blood was coming from. The only thing that I did was that the blood matched my blood.
And save your life. Yeah.
That was all.
Yeah.
So, but it doesn't make sense when people are trying to like not understand why people are obedient. People are just tired.
Because people refuse to reason. Anybody will not understand up to this point. They say a fool at fault is a fool forever.
No, anybody will not understand are intentional. No, they think that.
Yeah, intentional.
But you know the funny thing. I'll tell you something where you know believe. One fight will happen for Facebook. Where my friends will be PDP people like, as we be obedient. That's what they be PDP people. Where one they say, no, my candidate for other this thing, not PDP, but presidential Shana will be. Like I couldn't believe the amount of people that voted Obi that were their parties jing. I'm like, wow.
Because they're looking at character. Yeah. Because even if they are going to vote for other parties, they probably also be looking at character. And that's what I was telling some people some few days ago.
This thing, not really the party. Now like Pekin where one go marry, where mama say no marry this guy or no be good man. Pekin say he must marry. So just leave and may go marry. May just sit down and they look out. Because you go just pray for him, God protect my Pekin for me. Or since he say he must marry this man, just keep him for me. I don't know what he see. They follow the man. If you go in body sour, if you not, that's the point we are.
Yeah.
But you go, go tell me say person, you come your house, see person they thief your stuff, valuable stuff. Then you go say, why you they scream? They enter my house. You see why they scream? Why they call 911? See, they enter my house now. Or your house they on fire, you go just
I should not defend myself. They say you should not scream.
Yes.
I think you should not scream.
Or your house they catch fire, you will just walk out, come on, say, you know what? Maybe outdoors boy, I just tired before. Like that gotta be a lie.
Make a japa come out for the house.
Yes. Nigeria now our house. I tell somebody, I say we are landlords renting in a foreign land, which doesn't make sense. We want to go back to where our house is.
Yeah.
We don't want to be renting. Because right now we are renting apartment. We have a house in Africa, but we're renting apartment and we're making renovation in the apartment. The day where our lease finish, they go see drivers come out. Babe, I get blue passport. People see they refer to me as Nigeria. Do you understand my fight now?
We can't wash it away. We can't wash it away.
Do you understand my fight now?
Yeah, no
because they refuse to recognize that. That's my fight.
Yeah,
that's my fight.
That's your core identity.
That's my fight. And Obi, the reason why our principal just they carry his gentle education no be your mate. Education no be your mate. You see when they say if you can take the if you come out pick from gutter, you go still go back inside gutter. Agberu na agberu, no matter how much you make, na agberu, forget it. Forget Mpeke na Mpeke. Even if you make millions, that's it Mpeke should be.
I'm telling you, local fowl can never be like Orobo fowl.
Exactly.
The bone not be the same. Can never be a Greek.
Education not be your mate. That he made a statement yesterday. He said, if you dey fight with person, we go tell you say, I'll beat you or I'll do this. Go make you go court, go sue me. The person never know what in the law be. Because person wey get sense no go tell you say make you go court.
Yeah.
So
facts.
But they just think that they can just give. You know what? I was saying something today, right? So what happened was that they're trying to. They want to, after all they've done, they want to come out as the best government. Do you understand? So they introduce this Beavers thing so that they will look like the good guys in bracket. But now when the Beavers, after they don't announce and the Beavers thing don't come, they can't realize say if they use this Beaver thing, they know see chance do it in they want do. So how will take do one now? Then because when I say education no be your mate, then those done this way they are around there, what do they look for waiting to profit? They say, no worry. They go do accreditation, then we'll up the server. They say, hey, they did up server. Yes. Now because you don't know anything. Exactly. Because you will be a guy, you don't know anything that has to do with technology. You say, so we'll just offer and nothing will happen. Yeah, you'll be president now. If you say me the offer, they go offer. You don't understand the implication of the inside too. Do you understand? Do you understand? So you just go ahead and say, you know what, more na offer.
Yeah.
Then you can't understand, say the picking where you get sabi technology pass you. Now, like when you put parental this on your for computer for house or TV, then you're picking there your head they read password. When you drop picking go open and watch what you want watch, put her back.
Exactly. Clear everything and then like as if it never was touched.
So they now understood that this beaver go bust their above wood. Because say, okay, this is how we do it.
Yeah.
Now, all of this thing where they do, the people where they around them, they know say implications go there. But they now think like say they get power to override. Yes, not even immunity. Like Baba get power to. Yes, do you understand? So now, as the thing can't happen, it became a situation of a father and a child. We no like the correct picking because he loved the picking. So when the picking now start to smoke shisha, the papa no they talk until the picking bring shisha come house. When he can't do the shisha for house, come bring the girl. Then the papa can't start to say, "You bring girl come my house." The boy tells the papa say, "Shut up, shut up. I know bring because now me born this pikin." So now Nigeria be the papa, then us Nigerians, no be say obedience, so Nigerians, now then the pikin they smoke shisha. You understand? Now they do things they just they do any. Also all of us they do any they go. No, we don't get training again. And not train us for anything. Now not give us anything. Now people just grow on our own. So we grow the way we want here. So they talk any now.
You know, as you talk this thing, it make me recollect things I've said in the past about this channel. Say, we get politicians, people when they vie for office, when no respect the country because they senior the country by age. And it's funny how these things are playing out. It's like all them Agbado and all those people, they senior the country because Nigeria is just mid-60s or not even up to mid-60s, right? Or So they senior the country by age. So they just feel say they are not accountable to anybody. They can do the law. They feel like they can occupy different facets of the law, and then they have impunity to do whatever they like. And who are the Nigerian populace?
Yes,
who are bigger than they are bigger. They think that they are bigger than the country, so they cannot be held.
Now like you know, like me, I'll call you. Your mother, you know, say now your mother. They should call you. They open it for you. Come Nigeria next. You say, "Mommy, I get job. I want. I know if you travel, no worry. But no vest. I know if you travel. Mom, Baba, I'll call you later." Mama go say, "Hey, let me go on this speaking." She phone for my head. I didn't work. You understand? I didn't work.
So they've never been held accountable.
Yes, somebody was saying today that Tinubu now probably has planned who will be the next president the next maybe 20 to 30 years. Because they feel like they can.
I know the reason them. Because as far as I'm concerned, there's nobody in the seat. As far as I'm concerned,
anybody pass God. Remember when Abacha wanted to Zarchi from military go this thing? You know what thing God show now? Don't say and say you know pass my power. You know the Zarchi go anywhere. So and let me tell you, all of these things are happening is God exposing them. You don't see the anchor car where get accident, where pulling this thing for stamped ballot papers for road on Saturday afternoon.
No.
Oh yeah, there was a video. If I see that, I'll send it to you on Instagram.
Okay.
Yeah, some paramilitary cars they were carrying. Where did they go with ballot paper stamp on? Somebody even pie inside.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
See
the videos where they leak up and down. I said something yesterday, right? I said even the people will be the APC guys and the PDB guys, if they really mean their principle well, they not go they leak their videos out. They not go they leak their audios out. But because them too, they want me the principal no way. That's not why they leak video. Why you want leak video?
Well, there's something called conscience, and there's something for other people who are watching.
They think that they do pepper.
That's the point I'm making. See, no, you don't understand. I understand what you're saying, but what I'm saying is there are some intimate conversations that it has to be an inner caucus person to be there for you to know that. Exactly. That's why, and then it comes to that conscious thing that you're saying, because then too they know within their principle they do no good.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
They say that they won't catch cruise to pepper at the same time.
For the history of Nigeria, INEC official they come say the PU where they assigned to me, they no do voting or they call I want return documents. My mother no one collect. Did you hear that part? They never do that one for Nigeria before.
Can you imagine?
Yeah, they showed them on Channels News. Yes, the woman she was the presiding officer. She had 14 PUs under her, and the place that she was supposed to go is far. So she said they should give her a car. She sat down there the whole day. They don't bring car. The whole day they don't bring car. So she signed paper say election no hope for her side, but they come out the result for her side. Said they'll vote.
And after 300,
I next you know hear this one.
Kenya is in Imo State. Wow.
I can still not hear this one. See,
Wow. I just so waiting based on these things now, how things they go. You yourself, how are you feeling? Like how are you doing and how are you feeling?
Let me tell you, I really don't know. I struggled to sleep yesterday. It was a struggle. My husband talked to me that it was a struggle. Like I fight myself to sleep yesterday. It wasn't even funny. It was not funny because it's just like a child, like you had somebody gave you a gift and someone stole it, and you're watching the person that stole your gift using your gift in front of you, and you're asked not to talk.
Yeah.
Do you understand? I know this is mine. Like now, person will never write WAEC, no go understand. You understand what me make you read for WAEC, right? And know what you get. Then you go see F9. Do you understand?
Yeah.
God damn.
Very.
Me, they don't give me
Do you understand?
result before step. Not even if I see. I know what I know the kind of email when I send they give me professor.
So if person never write jam, never do WAEC, and no one get conversation with you.
Yeah.
Because now then go understand what they happen this time. Let me just say it. After you don't read finish, or let's say you didn't invest yourself, lecturer will give you carryover because you don't really sleep with her, or because you don't really bribe her. Do you understand? Some people they use bisha for their head, GUN point for their head to make them sign fake results. They said it on the news yesterday now. They mentioned it on the news.
Wow.
So honestly speaking, my point, people are saying that they should cancel, right? I agree with the council. If they cancel, it might not favor us, but let me tell you two things. If this Mahmoud want come out in hand, wash in hand clean, make them bring out, make they recount the ballots for every unit.
Then the unit his hand is already dirty. His hand can never be clean. Yeah. The results are there. The ones where people count. Maybe they gather all those ones.
Yeah.
I don't think they should cancel the election. Now there again, God catch them. You know what? That's another place that God caught them because everybody counts their vote before they leave.
Everybody gets evidence.
Everybody get picture for their own unit.
The one of before, the one where they rig, and even the Tipex after.
Yeah.
People don't verify him. Like he's ready to go.
I don't. But
before they go say they need another 300 million.
Another thing is that I'm so sorry that you were not able. You struggled to sleep last night. That's what we're saying during the live show. That people should just go and start watching all the Obi videos that he used to talk.
That's how we try to sleep.
Because that's how we used to sleep. We used to counter the words.
We're having dinner and then about to sleep. And then went online and saw the nonsense.
No, I was on OMS live and I was waiting for them to announce. So I was just say, oh my, they cancel it. And they just announced it outside. Wait, what?
Yeah, so the thing is, that's what I'm saying. Like, welcome, Kenneth. That's what I'm saying that good evening. That's what I'm saying that Natu, you can try today. Just go back to those videos that make you happy. The OB videos, the campaign videos. It's going to help you mentally.
That's why we started the live show with the chanting video. Obedience, don't forget who you are.
It's going to, because it will counter every other thoughts and every other forum you've been on and you hear other people's voices.
How INEC official go vote polling say I forget beavers. You never see farm we go farm forget who.
They don't intend to farm before now.
If people forget food.
Some people they don't give them correct. Some people they don't even give them the complete machine safe. I think
they don't intend to say. Yeah, they don't intend to farm now. They were there to steal the land. It's not a question of say this and that, you know. And me personally, I don't think they should. I'm coming, personally, I don't think that they should cancel the election. I think that the people that already have the proof of that their polling unit, the paper that they took the
record. Me too. I don't want them to cancel.
They need to send that to the Beavers. This thing it needs to be recognized. And then places where there were violence and places where INEC officials did not
do the election,
did not show up, they have to redo the election in those places. But to cancel it all together, nah. People that voted and they killed them, then they are both non-account.
Or the people that flew into Nigeria to vote.
Nah, man. That's the worst. That was the worst. All the money they spent.
What's the money? Láyé.
I know people that play with.
Nah.
People that play with.
No.
Kene, welcome. How are you doing and how are you?
Can I continue or they come back?
No problem. I know you just came back from work. I'm fine. No, I'm fine. I'm not even that worried. You know, like everything we're seeing now. I don't think we knew this is a possibility. This is the likely possibility. You get? So nobody like say we did surprised. Even Labour Party people aren't surprised either. Because they gather, you know, before the election, they were saying you vote, then you stay there to secure your vote. This is the first time ever a party is saying that.
That's true. That's
Understand?
very true.
Yeah, we don't have that kind of lingo in Niger politics before. Say you go vote, then you go there, then they go count, then you make sure the INEC person submit vote the proper way before you leave. No, usually just you vote and you just go. But they knew that would happen because they were even telling people if you can take a picture of the signed polling unit result sheet.
The result sheet, yeah.
Yeah, if you can snap it before you go. And that's what many people did. You know, people stayed back through the night, and all that now evidence. I think say the Labour Party people the Labour Party people that are telling people to do that. People think, oh, you're protecting your vote. Labour Party is thinking we are gathering evidence.
LP, 431 LP.
Exactly. Because that we've never seen counting like that before.
Hey, Obi 101, Obi 100. I know, sir. Before you use less position, I go say, oh, it was doctored. For where there's video evidence, there's picture evidence, there's
video evidence, there's timestamp, there's everything. So all that evidence is there, and that's what the Labour Party people have right now that they're gonna use to challenge. So where I am right now, just like you ladies. We are not canceling this. We are not canceling this election, right? We'll take our time, then just bring from unit to unit. Even if it takes 1 year, 2 years, self. By the time we'll do all the math, is the person that claims to be president will be like, you know, they don't open my nash. Let me just resign and go. Because you will know, because you're disgraced out of there, because you know that you don't have the mandate, you're illegitimate. There's no numbers that can support you. Because you're gonna start seeing where discrepancies, units where there was no voting and there were results, units where there was voting and there's different results, you know. Then you're gonna start seeing the column that says total, and the total is different from all the numbers that was added.
The rows is different from what's in the rows.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you add column, the whole column, and total will be totally different. Look at the useless full cap sheet they are using to go to Abuja. What kind of disgrace is that?
Useless. They know to be basic.
Paper. Ordinary the exercise book that they carry go there. They write. You don't even know they can't write in the person hand. Meanwhile, there's all this software that you can just use to just make things easy and collect yourself.
300 something billion after.
300 something billion. Then you're still driving to Abuja, flying to Abuja airpiece. You're still flying airpiece to go and submit results.
I see some INEC agent for not. They talk say, INEC, you have not paid us. We have done our job. You have not paid us.
Which of the job line you do? Make me know.
I'm glad that you are feeling optimistic like us, okay?
Of course, because there's no need to feel down about this all this issue. You know, this is the time that you have to go. Okay, you just shift gear and move to the next level. Because all these things, if you're planning, quote unquote, war, there are levels to it.
Yeah.
So this is the next step that we're gonna enter. We're gonna enter into to make this whole thing happen, because it's ridiculous, man.
Yeah.
But I can
Before Nigeria
understand.
is
I can
worse.
understand. I can understand anger. I understand crying, because it's sad. It's really
Very
sad.
painful.
It's really sad, because all you want to do is just lose a fair fight. That's all you want. Just lose. I don't mind losing a fair fight. But when, especially all these APC people, if where's your honor? You know? Yeah, it's true. Where's your honor? Because
They can't spare
it's
honor.
crazy.
Like we don't have now. We can't spare honor. Like it's a shame. You know another thing I was telling Ella yesterday. I said, Mahmoud, when they talk say afternoon, koro afternoon, Abi, you go say we are adjourning till 11 a.m. the next day. You wait around after 4 a.m. to say you dey announce results.
When that thing happened, it was like I think 11:30 or so.
Yeah.
Our time. I was like, oh my God. I was like, the whole of Nigeria is sleeping now. The whole of Nigeria is sleeping, and this guy just on mic. This guy on mic. This guy, then for some weird reason, APC people are still, all of them are still awake.
Fully dressed.
Fully dressed, eating granite and praying at 4 a.m.
And Agbado was in Abuja or something.
Yeah, all of them there together.
Ready to collect the certificates.
Ready to collect the certificate, ready to celebrate.
Outcomes already, then you see, which is Woodlands in Lagos were even awake because I saw them come outside.
Now, because they don't alert everybody now. That 4 a.m. is even if they have to move, military or something. Yeah. They have time. They have time to do all that before sunrise.
Yeah.
Again, it's war strategy. Yeah, it's war strategy.
Yeah.
You know, you sneak up on your enemies at night.
But when I remember when Buhari lost to, was it to Jonathan? When as they just announced, what did people do?
I don't know. I don't remember. I don't know.
Crisis, so they start to defy people.
And that's what they anticipated.
And then they told him, they told Buhari to talk to his people. He said no, send them, so he know they talk to anybody. No joke.
Wow.
No joke. That happened. Let me tell you something. I said today, right, in Antibi's show, I said God does not make mistake. Somebody said in the show that she's so upset. She told God that God should show himself and let Peter Obi win. No, she's not going to serve him. I said no. And I explained to her, when my dad was sick, we were praying to God to heal him, right? And then after 2 weeks, the epipi. Yeah. But when I was trying to understand what happened, God was able to reveal to me that was the rest that he wanted. That was the healing he wanted to give him, to go and rest. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So I'm like, God answered our prayers in different ways. He get waiting APC, they plan already, say if they know win, they go do. Yeah. So now God let them, may they announce their name now. May they go use that where they may go do, because this same thing happened in 2015. Buhari and El-Rufai, they bring people from other countries. Say if Buhari no win election, if they announce Jonathan, they go use. Now the people be bandits today. I just tell you where those bandits come from.
Yeah. If you know recently, we never hear of banditry and all these things in the last couple of days.
Okay, so that's where the bandits came from. So now again, only God know what they plan. See, God know what they do. You will expose them. That's why that time bandits are going to tell us, say government know who them be, government know where they dey. That's the things that.
Yeah.
Because they brought them in.
Oh, go ahead, Kenny. After you, I'll talk.
No, I'm saying it's because the government people brought them in. Even Dati was saying that now. And even there was an investigation actually, and the names of senators came up.
Yeah.
The names of government officials came up, but they didn't push it. I think they saw the names, the intelligence agency. Yeah. They saw those names, then they probably got scared. Then they didn't prosecute anybody or push anything. but they knew.
When they kidnapped this guy's mother, I think it was the governor of Katsina at that time. When they kidnapped his mother and they asked for ransom, and he gave a ransom, and he went and collected money from CBN, we get serial number, and he now told them, yes, he told them to keep a track of the number. Any bank will receive deposit with any money where they say serial number, maybe they tell them who account they send them. Inside all the money where they deposit, no small person inside. Now all those top soldiers are us. I'm not even making this up.
Yeah. Now you were
but because now them, they suppress the story.
Yeah. Now you were talking about that. Now we're talking about like faith or Christianity or people giving up and saying God should show itself and all that, which I understand where their pain is coming from.
No. It's valid. I was just explaining to her.
I agree.
It's very valid.
But it reminded me of something. That's why I want to draw the analogy, right?
Okay.
You know when Moses they go to fight, they go to tell Pharaoh, say, let my people go. There's a part in that part of the Bible that says God intentionally made the heart of Pharaoh hardened through the process until their sons begin to die. So I think what's going on now is like Obi's victory. I don't think it's meant to be something that will just something that is normal story.
You know how the enemies have been saying it's going to take a miracle for it to.
Now the miracle not the tire Jesus. Now the miracle
they head towards now. It's just quite inconvenient.
Miracle no the tire Jesus.
They're just not close to get to the miracle, but we go drive.
It's not smooth now. We have to have a story. We have to have a story. Yeah, we have to have a story.
Think about this. Have you seen a civilian Nigerian government that has like just 18 months term, but a 2-year term? That's probably what you might see. This guy could just stay there for 18 months and that's it. He just go. He has to go because of like new information.
You know,
it'll be crazy.
Tinubu cannot be sworn in. He cannot. Between now and May.
He cannot. We cannot allow it to get that far.
Legally speaking, you don't go get that far.
No, because now they do with Buhari.
It's the court. It's a court system that might just cause delay, not evidence. Not because of evidence.
That's where the God factor comes in. Those people where their prayer departments and they believe. That's where they are factor. Because I don't go look at the Supreme Court judges today. All of their faces. I don't look their 13 faces, especially the one where they give chief Supreme Court which they hear.
Reserve your comments.
Where Peter Abi talk, then we go know. So Peter Abi, if you are watching this video, please do quick and to come and talk, please.
Miracle no dey tire Jesus for the Christians, right? When they believe in God, they say after all they've said everything that is going to take a miracle. Now the only difference is that we're living in the current times of current affairs.
Fast forward it. You cannot.
Somebody from the north said, "Now God catch obedience." Say because they tell us say make we vote Christian, make we no vote this thing, but people got it wrong. And I'm from the north. I said, no, you are getting this whole of this thing wrong.
They know what they're doing.
Yeah,
exactly.
I know that you see
is that not a Muslim? Which of the other people they talk
about? I just say when people want you to just be talking, they will be saying things that will make you engage in conversation with them. I don't engage with idiots because they already know what they're doing. So you want me to come and be explaining things to you? No. I'm not going to explain to you. On your own, you will discover by yourself. I'm not a waste time because they know what they're saying. Like they know what their religion has got nothing to do with it. That's the religion and character are mutually exclusive things. If you're a bad person, you're a bad person. It has got nothing to do with anything. Your choice of religion has to do with your personal.
You can't sugarcoat it. Yeah, I have amazing Muslim friends. Like I call family.
So all those things, when people are talking about religion, I'm not engaged in conversation with them. If I check you want to see, say some people are intentionally stupid, and how they get a lot of draining. It's to drain to collect your energy of sense and be draining you. You go to say, why am I repetitively explaining? No. No, I know they do that. There are many people like that.
Christians and Muslims have ruled. The country is spoiled. Waiting for some religion concern.
If any religion should be shouting,
integrity.
if any religion should be shouting, is my turn. It should be the traditionalists. It should be them. If you want to go by that way, make everybody just put more grace for the country. Naim, who cares?
You go carry one idol. You go carry one idol. Swear for for swearing ceremony.
I swear, man. Go call thunder. Maybe by then, oh my God, go square, go just call the God of thunder, the God of sun.
Yeah. Call all of them.
Lady Justice. Lady Justice.
Instant justice. See, if I chop money, make thunder fire me.
Just imagine you go sweet. Many times finish.
The guy got just the waka for during Harmattan season. Thunder go just from nowhere during Harmattan.
If na by if Bible prayer and cursing and thunder, all Nigeria position.
No, we dey imagine and say na traditionalist. They can't talk this thing about themselves. You know what you go sweet pass? We say if the traditionalist there, we talk this thing as let's say the president, as again the traditionalist, the president or whatever. Can't talk say if in chief, may thunder fire around me. But you know how the thunder go sweet? The thunder go fire and smell. Go come make sure say confess now before the final. The guy go confess, and the thunder go fire again, and the back boom. They will gas select another. If wishes were horses, yeah. But I think that people should just. I think if people continuously rewatch those Obi's campaign video of when he's talking and the music and the jingle, it's going to help them and spark up some form of hope in them.
As for the way for
He has woken up. He has woken up everybody. We are not this kind of like politically aware.
No.
Until he came.
We are lukewarm, man.
No, Nigerians are not lawyers, political analysts.
Sorry, we're no longer
We are not lawyers, political analysts, and we are not mathematicians.
And you know the thing,
those are the skills I've gotten from this last 9 months.
Another thing is, children are actually watching this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like kids are watching this thing, they're kind of understanding what's going on in real time and everything that is going on in real time, which I think is incredible too. You know?
So apparently what they are saying is that if your father is a Yahoo boy, you can go around celebrating your daddy as the most hardworking man.
Yahoo now don't they do now? No. Now they don't do. That's what they are doing in broad daylight now. Yahoo's now, that's useless now. That's what they are doing. Though he's saying to the average Nigerian that works hard that no matter how hard
you work, legitimate hard work.
No matter how hard you work, and the person way they carry last for class, now go still.
Now we analyze yesterday for house. So we're going to say for classroom now. This for this now. Obi now they do all the assignment. They submit on time.
They represent
they do presentation. They represent the school. It's by information of a head boy. Then people when know they come class, when know they do debate, nothing. Because they get money, because they think they have money. Because easy school.
We they even go far. We they go far. Let's say
head boyship.
Who be person will write exam where they catch up for malpractice and they still graduate get result.
Agbado. You never go exam, self. That be the thing. You never go exam hall. Oh God. That's why I'm saying go do town hall way different.
No, this one different. You go exam hall, then catch up with expo. That be the videos of your voice. Then catch up with expo and you still collect certificate.
Still collect certificate with honors.
With honors.
First class honors.
First class, so no be madness. He can't even say what year your president was born. Like what? Where is that? Where does that happen?
That man say he's 70 years old.
Where does that happen?
He says 70 years. How old is Charlie boy? The man they meant. I want to say people they see Agbado picture for their offices. Jesus Christ! I don't know my Nigerian passport too. Thank God.
My husband yesterday kept saying, "Hey, so Tinubu be our president." Jesus.
No, not yet. No, never. No, president.
No, he's testing the seat. Let him just test. It's okay. Let him test.
You know how many God forbid now don't talk today. As they walk today, God forbid. To fear a little bit of God forbid every single time. I go say after all this work with person don't do.
The beauty goes
Let's
sweet.
go.
When people start talking about Nigerian history, and you know the beauty of it, that there's a YouTube channel where everybody's discussing it. So you know,
Exactly. Let me tell you, this YouTube is really therapy for people. Let me just tell you.
And spaces, Twitter spaces too.
Oh, Twitter spaces. Oh
people are pouring, people are pouring their soul out there.
Can I say
something? I don't know how to use Twitter.
It's easy. Just go. Just log in. That's all.
Literally, and depends on the people that you're following, and you'll be able to get everything. But it's really, really nice, like in-time news.
Some people they play the sound of rain to calm some people nerves. So people could just sit and just.
I'll say anybody's reaction right now is legit. I'm not even gonna question anybody's reaction to this one. Whichever way is your best coping mechanism, please embrace, provided you're not hurting anyone.
Exactly.
You're not hurting yourself too.
Exactly.
And not hurting yourself.
Exactly. Anyone and also yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, not hurting yourself too. No,
so very soon, people will be out there on the streets doing peaceful protest.
Yeah, we're going to have a town hall with a difference.
I strongly feel that people will start going to the street. That's why I'm saying, whatever the obedient people are packing in the Peter Obi's presidential council, may they gather come address Nigeria, because that is break when they give us the everybody say okay, maybe they hold on, because there was no celebration in Nigeria. And that is that people when they celebrate birthdays, they don't really do anything.
The numbers fear them. The numbers fear them.
Obi is teaching people how to this whole obedient movement, they are teaching people how to deal with certain characters intelligently. How to confuse your enemy broad daylight. Even when your enemy sees they claim victory, yet they question their victory.
I don't hear say people they wait for what Atiku or so worried has to say. Everybody's waiting for Peter.
Atiku no get anything to talk now. Atiku they walk inside Labour Party shadow now. They wait me or be talk something.
We know any shadow of darkness we don't want.
But nobody's waiting for what those ones have to say.
No, everybody's
of president of Kano. Nobody's waiting for. He's the real president.
People are waiting for.
We're waiting for. Where Peter Obi do go address us, I beg.
Now I don't try calm my sister down. Sister and say
address us.
Ella say that say shortly. I say it's good.
You say we address us shortly. This was 10 hours ago. I didn't work, they refresh my page. I don't put notification everywhere.
You see,
this shortly, how can I sleep?
Obi is a calculated human. This is a business. This man is.
I mean, if I want to address us by 4:13 a.m., make it be 24 hours after. You know,
Can you from Anambra State?
They can be petty sometimes.
I'm from Anambra.
Baby, how you go take calm? How you go take? Calm. No, I'm saying. No. How you go take? Let Ella know the kind of character when Obi be based on the fact. Say he saying he go communicate shortly, but Ella did
short it down.
You know, but it's exactly what you said. Just to stay calm and wait for him, because when he was entering that plane in Asaba, right? That guy was asking him. That video everybody saw. They started in Igbo. The guy was like, say that, they stole your mandate, that we, the obedience, we are mad. That we are waiting for you. We are waiting for you to say something. No, we are not understanding you. He's talking to him like he's talking to like normal person. So Peter B was like, no, like why, like slowly. That we're taking it slow, we're taking it calm. That Nigeria is just how did he put it? Nigeria is just a developing democracy or something like that.
This man,
So they bring fire. They bring kerosene to put on top fire. He's bringing Omo water to like calm everything down in order to start a big fire down the street. That guy, now philosophy won't read. So the way he handles situations is totally different, and you can tell that this is not a front. It's not something. It's not a rule that he started yesterday. This is how he's been living his life. So to rattle him is very, 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 very hard. Like his governorship, our people, like Anambra people, we fought him they fought him uprooted him from office, but he didn't give up. He fought back and got his mandate without hurting anybody, without anybody going on the street to bring him back. At the end of the day, he changed up even the laws in the whole country. This whole thing with government. That's why next week or 2 weeks you'll have some states having an election for governor, and some states will not have election for governor, because that's what Peter Obi did.
Wow. I bet make we play one Peter Obi thing now. It's like say this one go calm us down. Just for them.
You see what I'm
That one go come. Where can they go? Can they
Now nowhere. What like come on, give his name.
Because they love me as an event.
No, the thing is, the video is funny and the laugh is funny too. Oh my God.
I know they talk since yesterday. They say keep calm. Obi is coming. I don't even know say go tweet today. I don't even. Well, I know yesterday they were talking say keep calm. Obi is coming. I don't even know say go tweet today.
I started watching video. I see this guy.
Yeah. Anyways, we're very. Can you see the video? Can you drop?
I do. I know I dropped. I wanted to close the chat
box. Oh.
Yeah.
You see the video where crack not too up.
10 seconds last time.
No. Play it again, I beg, because I miss it.
Yeah, it comes.
This is second visit to Brekete family.
Yes. What if it's what they do right now when they laugh when they wait for shortly? Give timestamp.
No, that's short.
So that you don't hold him. You not go say he quoted is going to be here by 10 a.m. and it's not here.
Exactly.
Because he understands the importance of time and words, and every word is weighted.
He might come and I'll start apologizing for not speaking earlier. That guy is not normal. That guy is not
normal.
No, I'm telling you, that guy is not normal. Look at he knew everything Wike was gonna do. Yes. Meanwhile, if you put Mike on in his face, he will tell him, Wike is my brother. He's my senior brother.
He go probably call a junior.
He knew. Now.
Yeah. He knew what all of them were planning from day one. That's why he left.
Wike for my hand. Wike for my hand. I was beyond disappointed. Kai! No.
How do we expect us when I was giving the state's money to another state?
I wasn't really disappointed. I wasn't disappointed.
No, I was, honestly.
I saw through him early, very early.
I bless all these men from Anambra State. Now wisdom different too. And they are based on experience. I don't like all these calm things. Everybody they hot. Calm in Jinjimas, Nasomazi calm. Just calm. Okay, maybe be coming down. No, be coming down. No, not true. Can you just come? No, I get dirty blood from my body. That's the para.
That is a fire. That one the fire.
That one my guy. Say that he on tough because in tough. It's a bit too now. The way the guy they say, you are asking me the same question, I just answered it now.
And that's fair.
Jesus. That guy get my heart, man. The guy just I beg. Let me make you go dress like and they look for the picture.
No, if you see outside person wear no book, the notebook.
Oh yeah.
Like the notebook, like join with the front and back of the cover.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Outside person wear no book. That's what the notebook.
Mm-hmm.
Like it is extra. XXXXXL.
That's it where go school.
Own schools.
The
Own
real
hospital.
The real learned prof.
We live
I be a doctor, not be the kwashoko.
Not be the
No
one
be
where
the one where
they
they buy for India.
Yes, now dirty body now I get. Now dirty blood.
That is dirtified.
I'm dirtified. I know they do all this.
Now don't buy on Ashobi from Eniola.
Eh?
No, dirty.
Eniola they send Ashobi.
Who be Eniola?
We saw that, but he took it down,
Eniola
right?
Badmus.
She took it down. Yeah, she took it down.
Good.
It's a choice now.
No, everybody knows say be dirtified already.
I know they, you know that's the thing. I guess that's how I protect my sanity. I know they look opponent's calendar. I know they do all those things. I mean, it can, you know how like they will have all those things on Explore and whatever, right? I know they look all those things. Anything when go give me potential headache. Anything when go contribute to the growth of foolishness. I know they contribute to them. My time, my views, all those things. No, I don't give it. I don't give it. But I'm very happy we had time to speak on this day.
People think where obedience are just hating. All we want is just transparent election. That's all. Just tell us, give us the real numbers. That's all we are asking.
Exactly.
You know,
exactly.
Just give us the real numbers, and we will not be here because we've already overachieved. But when you come, when you start, stealing stuff from us again, which you've been stealing from day one, then the one way we grab, you come take them from our hand again. It doesn't make sense. That's what the problem is. That's what the problem is.
Anyways, with the roundup of final words of encouragement to those who will come back and watch the live videos. What are your final words? Natu, I know say you won't go. What to be your final words? I mean, she don't go already. Oh, she don't go. Okay, Kenny, what are your final words?
Final words is just we'll see what P2B says, right? Then based on that we know what is next on their own front, right? Yes. As a party, because remember he's a presidential candidate, so he's doing something in line with his party. Exactly. But there's also a movement that is behind him that is a little bit dependent and independent of him, right?
Yes.
So that one also, there's something that has to come out of that. And the way I'm seeing things now, I'm happy that every plan for the next stage is a positive plan. It's not something to disrupt everything or destroy everything.
Yeah.
But it will be some kind of a peaceful protest approach to the whole situation. And I'm okay with that. And because people have to know that it's not okay. Right?
Exactly. Okay. Yeah, I absolutely agree. Thank you so much, Kenny, for your time and your contribution and your reaffirmation too.
We're here.
Your reaffirmation, I think it's really good. And for also by someone somebody who has experienced his leadership, his governance in your state, and knowing the kind of character that he is and how he changed things for the best. It's nice. It's a nice reminder for people who would come and watch the video, those who are currently watching the live show.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much, and I hope you have a good evening, Kenny.
You too. Yep.
Okay.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Take care. Yeah.
All right. For anybody else who's still here watching us, we have 2 more videos to play before we call it a night. And this one is from Kaduna State. We remember, to cast back our minds to November or so of last year, in Southern Kaduna, our woman leader for Labour Party was killed. And she had already raised awareness about the obedience movement, Victoria Chinex. And this was what she did for the movement before her untimely passing.
Peter Obi will save us. In the whole world. Peter Obi will save us.
We wisely cast our vote. I am telling you.
Peter Obi, we say more. Peter Obi, we say more. Peter Obi, we say more.
In Nigeria.
Peter Obi, we say more.
We move. When in doubt, look at your principal, our principal, Peter Obi. Watch his videos, read his tweets, his messages to the obedient and to Nigerians, and always reassure yourself that we're on the path to victory. Victory and freedom is not given. You have to fight for it. And that's what we're doing. We're pulling our boots together. We're pulling our brains together. We're holding on to each other virtually and also physically. And we're going to win this together because this is Nigeria's mandate. And nobody will steal this from us. So thank you everyone for watching, for Natu and for Kene who joined us behind the studio. Anybody who's coming back to watch, remember to like, share the video, subscribe, keep an eye on our community page because that's where we'll post many of the updates, and whenever we'll be going live, we'll still be monitoring this movement as well.
And also let us know in the comment section, how are you feeling? How are you feeling? So I guess that's another important thing, because sometimes if you don't talk about how you're feeling, then nobody knows how to suggest or offer help. But me, the way I've been doing mine is I rewatch and I replay Obi's videos. I remind myself of his mandate. I remind myself of the promise of the existence of how the impossible became possible, how there was no, they defined us as structureless, and see the amount of structure that they had to try to steal the mandate from the people of Nigeria. So go back and try to refresh your mind with those campaign videos from Peter Obi, from Obi Dati, and be rest assured that we are coming out victoriously.
Oh, it's not lost.
Nothing is lost. We are coming out.
This is an experience.
And everybody's vote is going to count, whether they like it or not, because the law must prevail and justice must prevail, regardless of how it is, because nobody is bigger than the Constitution, nobody is bigger than the law. And this time, the new Nigeria, we're challenging is when you're going to create something new, you have to get rid of trash and shafts, you know, all those dirty things in your house that broom no go feel reach there. You have to use some tiny things to bring them out. That's where we're heading to. Okay? Rebuilding, remaking of a new Nigeria, and it starts with accountability. Yeah, and then we're going to hold INEC accountable.
Yeah.
And
keep on pushing. If you're pushing on Twitter, keep on doing it. If anyhow you're spreading information, keep on doing it. Let the story continue to live.
And don't engage with people that you believe or you think they are going to provoke you. Don't do that. Don't read the comments of those people. Don't read the tweets, or don't aggravate yourself. Don't be in a contest to be sucked into tribal war or bigotry or whatever. No, don't do that to yourself. Maintain your composure. Look to your leader, Peter Obi. How is Peter Obi reacting to this? And we'll keep it moving. We'll provide you with updates as time goes on. Okay?
Until we see you next time. May common sense
never depart from you. Bye, everybody.
We'll aggressive from day one. Start dealing with the issue of insecurity.
We assure you, we are going to work hard to put people out of poverty. After some years, no Nigerian will say, I'm from the West, East, North, but we'll be proud to say, it's in Nigeria.
From the tweets of the first obedience to the cheers of the millions marching, the journey of Peter Obi's campaign has been a revolution, a movement driven by hope and led by the people for a dream of a new Nigeria. Selling the dream to the young and the old, Peter Obi's vision remains clear and bold. A secure nation, free from corruption and spurred by production. When belief seemed lost, Peter Obi never gave up. He sought new allies, joining the Labour Party and turning away from the old order. Selfless supporters emerged, God sent true and true. Selling the dream across borders, Peter Obi's campaign gained inroads. His choice for VP, Dati Baba Ahmed Yusuf, capturing hearts in the north, east, south and west. But stormy winds came. with fake news and allegations, opposing parties seeking to discredit and bring him down. But the movement did not falter. We stood firm, debunking every claim, fighting for our future and not backing down. State-by-state rallies, taking his campaign to every corner, from the security-prone to the disaster-ravaged. Peter Obi showed the people he seeks to serve a new Nigeria, a brighter horizon. His message simplified for Mama, Papa, and King. Today, he stands closer to the people, welcomed with open arms. Peter is one of us. He understands. He respects us. The polls have predicted victory. A structureless candidate is now the front runner in the race. Now the people believe that it is possible. They check his record and see a man who has conquered greed, and through it all, every moment has stood out. From the little child whose excitement captured Nigerian hearts, to the image of the young boy longing to embrace lost hope. Indeed, there is no need to doubt that with Peter Obi, a new Nigeria is possible.